Maya really turning it on there in the second half. How did you feel, and what was that spark like?
It's senior night, so we just talked about it before the game, like give it all you got. So that's where the energy really came from for the seniors. So yeah.
Coach, can you just describe the resilience of your group? I mean, all season long, you've taken all the shots from the Big Ten, right? And to be able to gut out a win like this on the final day of the season when you needed it.
Yeah, I thought that, that's one of the things we talked about coming into the game was playing with a high level of fight. And then, to lose China early in the game, that was a blow, And we had to show a lot of resilience and fight around it. It definitely hurt our rotation, and we had to play. The players that were healthy had to play through fatigue. They had to play through, mismatches. Janae's out there guarding guards, but throughout it all, we just kept talking about playing together, fighting, and doing whatever adjustments we needed to do at any given time. And we had everybody stepped up. I mean, Maya stepped up. JoJo hit some big threes late. Zakara had one of her best games in conference play. And Lisa played a lot of minutes and, fought through and knocked down her 3 free throws. So I thought everybody did everything they have. And then, when you have Destiny who can, just kind of put the team on her back and make big plays when we need them, whether it's running the point, finding people, getting an offensive rebound, making free throws. I think she did a little bit of everything, got some blocks, took some charges, did a little bit of everything to help us get this win.
Coach, you can see the excitement from the players out on the floor. What does it mean to you to send off this group of seniors with a win, possibly sending you guys into the Big Ten tournament?
Not possibly. We're going to the Big Ten tournament. You don't get to come in our press conference and say anything other than we're going to the Big Ten tournament. This group, like the love that they have for each other is it's amazing. I've been around very few teams that have the kind of connection that they have. You should see the locker room. It looks like something you see out of middle school. The way that they decorated the locker room and celebrated their teammates, the seniors. So to see them have that kind of joy and play with that kind of joy today, because they were playing for their seniors, it was great to see.
Destiny, can you kind of describe the emotions you were playing with? Obviously, it is senior day, playing in front of your family again, emotional moment, but also seeing China go down. I know you guys have a close relationship. Can you just kind of describe the emotions you have to play with just playing for the postseason and because it's senior day?
I think that I was just playing knowing that it was my last game here, which is really bittersweet. I think coming here really did change my life in a bunch of different ways, and so I just wanted to go out there and give it my all, and I just wanted to play for my teammates and not look back and be like, oh, I could have given more. And I think China going down, it wasn't what we wanted at all, but I think that everybody stepped up for her, and I just think that everybody was really motivated for each other and everybody was playing for each other, including myself, and I think that that's really what brought us the win.
And Coach, unfortunately, during the senior day presentations before the game, China and Iowa unfortunately didn't have their families here today. Mm-hmm. What did it mean to have their teammates step up and walk with them?
Yeah, I think that speaks volumes to how they feel about their teammates and how their teammates feel about them. That on their senior day, they could choose anybody in the community to walk out there with them, and they chose their teammates. So again, I think that speaks volumes about the connection and the closeness that this group has.
And Destiny, a career high 7 assists. I mean, what did you think was working really well for you?
7 assists?
Yeah, 7 assists. What did you think was working really well for you out there, including a lot of passes, through double teams to wide open teammate?
I think I'm pretty aware of when the double team is coming. I know sometimes I try to play through it, but I don't know. I wanted everybody to be involved, and so whenever I saw an open person, that's just where I tried to get it, even though sometimes they don't shoot the ball. I just think it was really getting everybody involved. I think it was a big game for everybody, and everybody should feel their best, and that's really what I was trying to do.
Coach, I'll be careful with my words here, but you guys would travel out to Indy for a game on Wednesday. How do you prepare your team with such a short turnaround?
It's funny because we've had that happen for us throughout the season. So, we're ready for it. We're excited about it. We'll get in and, you kind of have 2 days to to prepare. So we'll find out, who we match up with later tonight. And, tomorrow we'll get in the gym and, it'll be a lot of mental prep, obviously. But we'll be ready to go.
Coach, all you guys spoke about kind of just the intensity you guys play with each other for and just, the overall chemistry and how it's built. I want to ask you guys just slightly away from basketball, what are some of your guys, each of you, favorite moments from your time of being here over the last 2-3 years? What are some of your peak moments in this Rutgers jersey?
Wow. That is such a tough question. Gosh, I don't know. Honestly, I think I'll speak for all of us. There are so many, outstanding moments, fun moments, and most of them I think happen away from game day. It's when we're in the hotel. It's when we're, in the hallway before practice. It's when we're stretching. It's all those moments. We love each other and we have fun, so. I don't know that any of us can pick out one moment that says it's this moment or that moment. It's just the collective energy and love that we have for each other on good days and bad days. When I'm yelling at them in practice, they love me. So I think I speak for all of us to say it's just the time that we spend together and how much we really work and we really try to be there for each other, support each other. Good times, bad times, celebrate with each other, hold each other up. And that's why this day is, like she said, bittersweet, because we're going to miss being able to do this with this particular group. Yeah.
Question for Destiny and question for Maya. For you guys, what keeps you guys motivated? You guys have had up and downs this season, being in the Big Ten. What keeps you motivated to keep coming back and trying to be better?
I feel like it's what we've been saying. I really think that it's each other. We've recognized that we are all we got, and so that's really what everybody's playing for is each other. No matter how games go, we're gonna go out there and give it our all because why wouldn't we? I think that's really what has gotten us through day in and day out. Like Coach Coquese said, even when she's yelling at us, we still we push through it because we're doing it for each other.
She hit it right on the nose. I'm not gonna lie. I have the same answer. My teammates who are always there for each other, coaches. We work together often, and our connectiveness is what's really important to us. So that's what we're all we got. So together we have each other. So sorry.
Coach, if you want to answer this too, there's 10 seconds left. You're up 7. Take Destiny out of the game with the game mostly in hand. Get a big hug, a standing ovation from the crowd. I mean, what's going through your minds in that final moment?
Well, I took her out because I wanted her to have that moment. I wanted her to have she chose to come back home and to play in front of her family and friends, and I wanted her to have the opportunity for them to all give her their thank you for coming back and being a great ambassador and representative of Rutgers women's basketball. I wanted her to have that moment. And, Destiny and I love this kid, and so when we hugged, I just said, I love you, kid, and enjoy this moment in front of her family and friends in this community that has supported her since she was a little kid playing basketball,
I think it was a little more attention than I wanted, but I think that it was really nice to see everybody who has supported me these past 2 years throughout my whole journey. I feel like I've really come a long way, and I think that Rutgers pushed me to be the best person that I could be and really changed my game as a whole, I think, for the better. Coach Cove really allowed me to come here and play to my full ability, and she never tried to change my game, and I will always appreciate her for that. I don't know. It was bittersweet. I don't want to get too emotional, but yeah, it was nice. I appreciated it.
You're talking about how great the seniors have done, but then you look at it in terms of the future. Zakar tonight actually, at times demanding the ball, and she just seemed to have a more level of confidence tonight. How much growth have you seen in her?
Oh, a ton of growth. And Zakara has been somebody over the course of this season. She's been our utility knife. Like wherever we've needed her. Okay, you got to play point. Okay, you got to guard the 4. Okay, you got to guard the 5. All right, you got to, she's kind of been moved around and utilized in a lot of different ways, and she has just a great attitude about it. She's got a really high basketball IQ, and she is the little sister that drives them nuts. So before the games, I'm like, Zakar, leave him alone. Go sit down somewhere. But she just has such positive energy all the time and competitiveness, and her maturity over the course of the season on the court allowed her to come out today and step up again. China goes down. Zakara steps up and has probably, again, like I said, probably her best game in conference play right when we needed her to. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.